Look who decided to crawl back to the front line.
Laethal sent Califactor to the Shadow Realm and it turned him into a Dark Lord, basically.
Yeah. The Sundowners are now on your side because you've defeated their dragon. If you go and deal with the smuggling thing for the Eldrins, they will also be on your side. I don't believe we've ever met.
It's me, High Sorcerer Baradun! Laethal!
This team is the worst.
We are the f***ing worst.
And you're the ones who are destined to save the world.
Correct. There's a smuggling problem that needs to be dealt with.
If you can pin any of it on the Custodiates, we'll definitely owe you something. See if we can take on a woolly mammoth.
It's my birthday!
Oh, you're leaving the campaign.
Campaign, I'm gone.
Cup of mammoth blood?
No, I'm
Cup of
alright.
mammoth blood?
I'm at the laundromat, I'm not even here!
Hey! Welcome to technically the studio.
Yeah.
We're in the office though.
Yeah, we will be in a tavern shortly.
Next time?
But then that's not next. That's not for a while.
It probably will be next time. I think the tavern will be done by the time these episodes played out. That tavern will be done. Yeah.
So yeah, a few.
You heard it here first. He's locked it in.
Oh fuck! Okay, I'm going to talk to the builders about that.
Yeah.
But we are in our new office.
Yeah.
Question: do we need our hard hats on anymore?
I mean, I hope not, because it says something about your interest in my safety.
That was a gag.
That I do not have.
We do not need to.
Oh, we don't know. Oh, thank God.
That was really uncomfortable.
Oh,
Mine was actually quite comfy.
I found it comfortable.
Yeah.
no, pretty good.
But yeah, with I kind of wanted the tavern to be done for this session, but it's not. It's out down there, about to be built. But we are technically in the studio, yay! Because we didn't want to film in that location.
We hate that location. It was good. It looked good.
What a great background.
Great background. Horrible to organise.
Yeah.
So glad to be in our own
And filled
space.
with the fly.
And filled with the fly.
But if the fly has followed us, we got given an amazing fly swat by a fan who sent it to our PO box.
It's genuinely pretty.
I really like that.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I'm insecure that I've got hard hat here.
You do have hard hat. No, you don't. You've got a little bit of a hard hat line, but we're probably all doing.
We can work with that.
The costume and props lady CC was looking at this, going, "This is incredible work."
Yeah.
She was like, "The amount of detail, to get them all in line."
Like
blah, blah,
it's
blah.
quite kind of for a fly to be killed by that. It's quite an honour.
It's quite an honour for the fly.
Like, so,
do you have the stat block for it, Rob? Did I give it?
I didn't end
what?
up with it.
There's
It's around here
a
somewhere.
stat block for
It's
it as
around
well.
somewhere.
Oh, a stat block.
You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'll get the stat block.
I thought we were saying stab lock.
A stab lock. A stab lock.
Yeah, so you can lock the stab on it.
And it's from Rilla. So
Rilla,
thank you very
that's
much,
what I
Rilla.
asked.
I'll give you the honour of reading out the stat block.
Thank you, Rilla.
This magic item is known as Buzzer's Bane. It's a melee weapon, crafted from the skin of the fastest known dragon to have ever lived. This weapon has been enchanted to be especially effective against all insectoid races and monsters. It has the ability to one-shot kill them regardless of size and health. However, this is only possible if the target fails 6 consecutive dexterity saving throws. And it deals 1d6 bludgeoning.
that's really good.
Very, very good. Thank you, Rilla, for sending
Rilla.
a great little fly swap.
Yeah, that's great.
Pretty amazing.
Very in-world.
Right, what the hell's going
Yeah,
on?
Who remembers how to play D&D?
Not I. Not I.
I do.
Good. Adam gets to start with
Sweet,
hero
you
point.
take over.
Let's do a minor recap for you guys of where we're at then. We're on Tule. We're apologising at your beach batch mountain house forest lake ravine. And we're celebrating your 200th birthday, which is the equivalent of about a 30-year-old in human years.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
To celebrate in spectacular Bladesong fashion, your family brought in a woolly mammoth, and your young nephew, Lab, has splashed it with some potions and given it wings and an aura and made it fight you guys. And then you exploded it from the inside out, and all your family jumped in and enjoyed it. And blood got everywhere, including over Greg in his brand new white robes. So he left the party to go to a laundromat. And as you're all just sitting there enjoying the sunset and
Basking
having drinks,
in the blood.
basking in the blood. Paige, the book, who is definitely not a book, says to Clem, "What are you doing? You're meant to be a student studying a thesis on the Archfey, and ever since leaving the Feywild, you haven't done any writing of all the things you found out there. You really should be getting back to work." And she was reluctant, and she said, "Yeah, okay, fine." And so she turns to each of you and gives her goodbyes. I'm not going to attempt a Brit accent, but she Actually, could do a British accent. My impression of Brit is British.
I get it. So for any of you who's watching didn't get the joke, it's because it's like Brit-ish and sounds a little bit like the word like British, like that.
So she says,
like London
like that.
"Good day, I'm going
just
now."
if you didn't get the joke.
Because her name is Brit.
That's the entire episode.
Thanks for coming along, guys.
She says her goodbyes and leaves, and then your father Gregoriange and your mother Philantrius they approach you and says, Bob, could I me and your mother Philantrius we want a word with you if you wouldn't mind.
Sure, Gregoriange. Whatever the called you.
Gregoriange. It's from French descent. Only French, I suppose, means something else here because we don't have a France, so we have to work that into the story now as well.
Yeah.
He approaches you, takes you to the side, and says, "Look, we're proud of you. I wanted to just say that on this birthday, we're really proud that you're making something of yourself. You're getting out there and being a hero and adventurer. You know, Bob, me and your mother, Philantrius, we've been talking. We're just really grateful that you've turned out all right.
Oh, thanks.
You know, a lot of our family, do life of crime and all that, but you're a real hero. You're like a good guy.
Hey Bob, I'm looking for that mask. You know the curious mask, the one we stole from that old woman. The one that you sent crazy.
Do you remember that time there was that wizard that you exploded? I was just thinking about it.
Yeah.
You exploded.
Everywhere. We murdered them. The people that you murdered.
I don't know what.
You had, like the mammoth that you jumped inside of. You've jumped inside so many people.
Only creatures. You ready to go do that robbery tonight?
Oh, no, that's right. We're doing the robbery.
Robbery.
It's our friend, Robbery. He's
right.
Yeah, he's a small dwarf that we take care of.
Right. Oh, it's good of you. Yeah. You're such a good person.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we're proud of you.
Thanks, Dad. That was close.
You didn't stay here to get mixed up in all this nastiness, the family business and life of crime. And
my life has been nasty free.
Yeah, like.
Are we witnessing this?
Well, you're elsewhere.
I would just be not agreeing with this at all. Okay.
Because, your brothers and sisters, we're not complaining. They bring in the money, and we live the life we do because of them mostly. But we're proud that you get out there and bring joy to people, bring happiness, and you don't just spread misery and crime and.
Definitely not. I also definitely do not have a demon lord living in my head. That's for certain.
Yeah, weird thing to specify.
Just specifying.
But we're proud of you, and we're proud that what you're doing for the family name. People hear the name Bladesong and they won't think, "Oh no, the mob's come for me." They'll think, "A hero come to save my life, save the day." And for that reason, me and your mother, Philantrius, we want to get.
So where are you getting information from about Bob? Like, this is what Bob told you?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
We want to let you have use of the family book. The family book is something that you were aware of because it only recharges once every 100 years. It's called the Manual of Quickness of Action, and if you'd like to read that, he's wanting to give you the use of it.
Thank you very much, Pops.
What is this?
Yeah. So, the Manual of Quickness of Action, as we all know, is a book that contains coordination and balance exercises, and its words are charged with magic. If you spend 48 hours over a period of 6 days or fewer studying the book's contents and practicing its guidelines, your dexterity score increases by 2, as does your maximum for that score.
Oh.
The manual then loses its magic but regains it in a century.
Oh, damn. And I presume it's active currently.
It recently recharged, yeah.
So, long story short, you get +2 dex.
If he spends 48 hours reading the book over a period of 6 days, then he gets +2 to his
Alright,
dex.
so I spend 48 hours reading it right now.
Right now. By the end of the party, you're good.
If they just give it to me, I'm like, thank you.
Immediately
Don't move from
Shut up!
the living room.
It is, the usage of this book is one of the reasons why your father's such a good bladesmith. He's used this over the last few centuries, because as an elf you can use it several times in a lifetime. And so his dexterity is really fine for his fine work on his blades. Likewise, a couple of your brothers have used it in the last couple of times.
Yeah, right.
But you were only 100 years old when it was last active, and somebody else took it, mob or someone.
You honour me, Papa.
Well, it's the least we can do for all you're doing for the family name out there in the world, making something of yourself.
Yes.
Anyway, let's get back to the party. At this point, Mob comes over as well. Lights up another cigar. He's never seen without one.
How's the throat, Mob? Is it?
It's real bad. If it wasn't for magical healing, I'd have some really f***ed up lungs.
Be missing a jaw.
Especially smoking for literal centuries. That would be really bad.
Maybe it's magical elven tobacco that doesn't have any carcinogens in it. Listen, I wanted to honour your birthday on this special occasion, on this day of my brother's birthday, your birthday. I've arranged something with Fab, and Fab comes over, your sister, and she goes, Bob, we've got to be Cockney, but also
fabulous.
All right, darling, but
We all just speak like this.
Fabulous, but Cockney. All right, so Bob, darling, I love what you got going on. Happy birthday!
Thank you.
She gives you on both cheeks.
Absolutely.
This whole bat cloak thing, it's beautiful, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
It really works for you, darling. But
Thank you.
what we've decided is in at the moment is pockets. So what I'm going to do is I've worked on a little something recently. I'm calling a horse pocket. So it's an extra dimensional space that I can put into a pocket, and you can keep it. It's like a bag of holding, but in your pockets.
Amazing.
And Mob says, yeah. So I've arranged with you guys doing this smuggling thing for me soon. I've arranged for Fab to put a horse pocket in you and your friends' clothing. So you can more easily walk around without your.
You look
without
into the
being
corner
obvious.
and you see Bodger just standing there, randomly. He's also got a cigar. That's all.
Has he actually
got a
managed to
cigar?
get a
He's got
cigar?
a cigar and he's just going, hey, look at
Where does your friend keep getting these cigars? Because I've checked mine and they're not mine.
I don't know.
I don't know where else.
He's a mystery.
I have mine
let me
imported.
tell you, don't mind me. Don't mind me. What? I'm just standing there, and I think you've got a stellar family. On with it.
Thanks, Bodger.
Right then. So Fab over the next couple of days is going to stitch a horse pocket into each of your to your clothing, so you have an extra dimensional space.
So I have another bag of holding.
So you have another one, yes. I will warn you, as high sorcerer, arcane specialist that you are.
Put a bag of holding in a bag of holding.
Yes, you would know the repercussions of doing so. I'm officially warning him now, everybody, so that when he does
Put
it
a bag of
eventually,
holding in the bag of holding.
whenever he inevitably takes his clothes off to get into a disguise of some other kind and just puts it in the bag of holding.
Does that like rip a hole in the space-time
I don't know
continuum?
what it does,
Exactly
but
that.
I'm imagining it's like filming
Exactly
a
that.
screen that's the footage is going into
Way
the screen.
worse than that.
It's way worse than that.
Way worse than
Like this kind of, and the
What?
audio-
Like I
Like,
just
can
said,
I-
it rips a hole in the space-time continuum, and Rob went, yeah.
And
It
ends
is
reality,
exactly that.
basically.
I reckon do it. Just see what
Maybe,
happens.
maybe throw away the bag of holding, maybe.
No!
Maybe. So you
Ju-
don't.
I'll just be
That's
careful.
it.
I'm the most careful one amongst us all.
No!
Can I just say that that ability seems like something that an evil lord could use just to destroy.
What if it, like is that the nuclear option? Is that like we're losing a fight and you're like up bag
Bag of
of
holding inside out?
Adam overstated the importance a little. It tears a fabric in the space-time. Everything within 10 feet of that thing gets sucked into the astral plane.
including
Including the person who did the
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
so,
it's like
without a save.
end of world.
Yeah, right.
All right, Bob.
All right,
darling.
Fab.
Darlings, I've got you your horse pockets all ready and made. So here's one for you, my darling. Just be careful with it. Here's one for you, my darling. And here's one for you, my darling. I've got one for Greg as well.
Now, there is an interdimensional space in here, isn't there?
There is, yes. So it's very important. A couple of things. Don't ever. Is that a bag of holding?
Yes, it is.
Don't put it in there! Don't put it in there! Don't put it in there.
But then I can keep my interdimensional space in my interdimensional space.
Yeah, so the thing about that is where are you putting it, darling?
No, I'm just reaching inside, seeing what's in there.
Oh,
Nothing.
see.
There's nothing in there.
No, nothing yet. No
expecting
horses
a
in there.
horse.
So don't put it in there, please. Please don't do that. At least not until I'm 10 feet away. It
was
doesn't
gonna-
end the
yeah.
world.
I'm like, if you're just going to sacrifice yourself,
Thanos
or
just
whatever,
goes,
then fine.
done.
Yeah, exactly. It's like maybe that's a little bit too
You
risky.
can just run over to Calathak and be like, ha ha, and then
Yeah.
done.
Alright,
I reckon
keep that in mind.
keep it in mind as a last resort. Baradun doesn't need to survive. I'm okay with him not surviving.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. I'm very much okay with it.
I'm like,
If it solves the
keep
problem.
There's,
Keep it in mind.
there's an infamous item creation in the D&D Reddits and things of somebody who's made an arrow and they've got a rolled up bag of holding at one end of it and then like another one behind it or something. You shoot it and then as soon as it impacts, it forces one into the other and it's like you do it from a distance.
Right.
Amazing.
But legit question. So if we all now have a horse pocket,
Yes,
what is that? So we effectively all have a bag of holding.
When
you
you
do.
get
Yes.
tons of copper, like you did
Yeah,
last, you just go copper into the bag of holding. You don't have to think about it.
For one thing,
Oh, yeah.
it's a way of me not worrying about your encumbrance anymore.
Yeah.
For a second, it's a way to
I
more
like this.
easily
You should
smuggle
introduce
things.
more of these things. What if I, with my horse pocket, dived into Baradun's horse pocket? Is it the same thing would happen?
Because your horse
Because
would
it's
end
like,
up-
okay, I mean, if Baradun's not willing to do it, I will just...
Just so you know,
Climb into his pocket.
don't dive into anyone's horse pocket because you can't breathe in there.
Yeah, but wouldn't it, that 10-foot thing would happen where everything
FYI,
around-
all right. So the horse pocket is
Yeah.
an item that I have created. It's a wondrous item, uncommon. It can be found on any relevant item of clothing, indistinguishable from a regular pocket, but has an interior space considerably larger than its outside dimension. The wearer of the respective clothing may use an action to place an adjacent willing creature or anything that they are wearing or carrying into the pocket, or use an action to retrieve the creature within the pocket. So it's
Quick question. A
Yes.
bag of holding wouldn't be big enough to hold a horse. Is this big enough to hold a horse?
It is designed for horses, yes. If used to store
It's
creatures,
slightly bigger than a bag of holding.
if used to store creatures, the pocket can hold up to 2,700 pounds, not exceeding 300 cubic feet. The mouth of the pocket will magically adjust in size to accommodate the storing of any large or smaller creature. So large is the maximum of the horse pocket. Any creature placed inside the pocket can remain there for up to 24 hours, after which time the creature is ejected and lands in the nearest unoccupied space, landing prone and under the effect of the confusion spell for 2 rounds. While inside the pockets, the creatures do not age, they do not require food and water, and are unaware of any events outside of the pocket.
So the Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Great.
It's a little Pokeball, yeah.
Awesome.
Blah, 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 other things. Definitely not important. If the pocket is damaged, it ruptures and is destroyed, and its contents are scattered in the astral plane. Placing a horse pocket inside an extra-dimensional space, such as one created by a bag of holding, destroys both items, blah, blah, blah.
Great.
Cool.
Well,
So-
thank
so
you
it-
very much, Mob and Fab.
Yeah, so that's what
very
they're going to do. They are going to,
So
gonna provide
because
these.
I'm going to break this somehow, and I want to know how I can break this somehow, you can't breathe inside a bag of holding.
you can breathe up to 10 minutes inside of a bag of holding.
But you said 24 hours. In
24
the
hours
horse
for
pocket?
the horse pocket. So important to remember, darlings, is that the horse in the horse pocket will only survive for up to 24 hours. Otherwise, they'll start to suffocate or maybe ejected, depending on the enchantments.
Okay. So if I put 12 goblins into a bag of holding, is that 12? Is that 24 hours or is that 2 hours?
Well,
2 hours each.
That depends on the goblin to horse oxygen
That's what I mean.
ratio,
Goblins are
right?
smaller. Goblins are smaller than horses.
Wait, so it's a finite space.
pocket? How big is it?
Big enough for a horse.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
So if I went in there and smoked, say, a jazz cigarette, would it be kind of like an auto hotbox?
Oh, that's a
could
good
make
question.
merch
That sounds like an
about that.
efficient.
You could.
You can make like a merch about having a horse pocket.
You could. You genuinely
I
could.
suppose you
Yes,
could.
I suppose
You could have like the pocket on the top of your shirt and say have a horse.
I have a
in
little
it.
horse sticking out of it. Anyway, sorry.
I could get Lab to do some tests.
Can I
on
keep a yak in there?
What about two yaks? They're smaller than horses.
a yak
Are they?
smaller than horses?
If I jumped off a
Depends on the
ship,
horse.
a floating ship, but just before I hit the ground, I put myself inside the pocket, what would happen?
What do you hear?
It might.
Would he hear?
Ah!
It might. I don't speak whatever language that was, but he might
Gibberish.
survive. It might rupture the bag, in which case we go back to the whole destroying the universe thing.
There we go. Okay, so you'll destroy
Also,
the
if you
universe.
rupture it, it destroys the universe.
Potentially, I'm not sure.
What if I put it up my butt?
Magic.
There's magic and shit.
All right. Towards the end of the party, you finished at your laundromat, and you make your way back to the mountain beach farm.
And I immediately see me go, Greg, welcome back! And run up
No, but I have turned around and run away.
Greg, welcome back! Birthday hug!
No.
You can't. There's,
I chase him
I don't
forever.
just.
Forever I chase him.
I run away forever. So.
And Greg, as a human, needs sleep, and Bob is an elf. does
Well,
not.
okay.
I can run all day, Bob.
So can I. And guess what? I don't sleep.
Haha. Shit.
Yeah.
So this
I'll
is.
catch you eventually. I'm like the doll. Allow it to be consensual, Greg. There it is. Gotcha. Bloody good hug that. Bloody good. Do you get it? bloody good.
It's not bad,
Do you
actually.
think they got it? Because of the blood?
I mean, you emphasizing it actually kind of lessens the impact.
Yeah.
I guess I go back to the laundromat.
We got rid of my doll, right? It doesn't.
It's in you.
It's still no. We got rid of it, didn't we?
Nope.
Yeah, we got rid of it by putting it in your arm.
What the? No, what?
I thought we got it. I thought it got it cleansed from me.
No. So
No, it's
recap
still inside
on
me.
that. What?
You know
What?
the mummy doll
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
following him. The session you were away.
Oh.
it
Caught up to
okay.
him,
It
fused
caught
to his
And
arm, and
infused
then
into me.
slowly just dissolved inside of
I'm
him.
sure that'll
While
be
looking him in the eye and saying, "Mummy."
I thought
Oh
I
my
got-
God.
I thought I asked for it at the Palace of Heart's Desire.
You
like,
asked her
please.
to identify what the situation was,
And
with
she
it,
said no.
She said like it's a
Oh,
doll
so
and
what
it's
the doll's
inside you and
about.
it doesn't have any malicious intent. She said
No.
it's inside you. I can't do anything about it right now, but I can't sense any malicious intent within it. And
But
you're
it
like,
can
well, I
provide
guess
you
that's
with
fine.
unlimited cigars, apparently. So this is where it comes.
Maybe that's what it is. The cigars just pop out of his nose.
No, because it's in his arm. I imagine it's like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man
The cigars
does.
just go like that.
And he just accepts it. He's like, all right.
Yeah, the first time it came out.
I'm not going to question that.
Body
Free-
cigar.
It's,
Free
it's
cigar.
whenever I do a Jason Statham accent, it's just I'm like, I like what you're doing. Innit?
The lit
already
cigar.
lit.
Yeah.
That's already that.
Right.
Continue.
I am one paragraph in.
It cauterizes itself as it comes out. 'Cause it's on
Yes.
fire.
Perfect.
All right, so
He's like,
to recap, Mob is happy to stop his smuggling for you by pinning it on the Custodiates. Nab comes up to you at the end of the party as well and gives you the items that Mob has procured for you to
your horse
put
pocket?
things right in the horse pocket. Mob is very explicitly clear when he says you are not to take any of these items for yourself, and you are not to take anything from the Custodiates either, because if you steal anything from them, it's more evidence that can be tied back to you. And
are you listening?
Listen.
Are you listening?
You are heard. I hear you.
the things he gives you are.
I'm gonna write it down.
I can always just
Yeah.
recap for you.
Sure.
He gives you a bunch of drugs. So he gives you some blue
Great.
one mushrooms, some
Oh,
kind
amazing.
of some kind of grey glassy powder, and a blackish sludge in vials.
no matter what it
ODs and dies. and
Like,
then
are you
Sandra pops
listening?
out.
Sorry, what was that?
Now, I've managed to get you all of the things I'm going to need for you to smuggle. Imperative, you don't touch a single dime of it yourself, alright? Don't add it to your own equipment, don't eat it, don't consume it, don't take it, alright? It's very important you plant every single bit of what I'm going to give you.
Sure.
So, let's start with these drugs, alright? So there's mushrooms here.
Yeah.
So, no, both of them. Oh, that's
Hi.
gonna.
See what happens.
That's gonna hit. All right. Well, the next ones are these particular types of drugs. Now, this is not to be consumed. Don't. Bob, really warn you. This one is not to be. No. All right. That was my own fault. Could have probably stopped that from happening. At least these ones you can't have. So this is coins. This is golden
Hold on for a
coins.
second. What? Gold
Gold
you
coins.
say?
Yeah. There's 10,000. I mean, that's actually pretty impressive.
What?
Could you do it again? I can always get more. How many could you... How are your teeth?
Probably broken from eating so much gold.
Yeah, I'd imagine. That's impressive. Also, very expensive shit you must have.
Yeah.
Wow. Do I not to take any of these? No, oh, for God's sake.
OD's
Now, can you get us
dead.
some more of those blue ones?
OD's dead, then Sandra pops out.
Sandra,
Oh, hello, love.
I'm joining the party.
Heard there's a bit of a party going on.
Love parties.
Continue, Rob.
all right. So he gives you a bunch of drugs: blue one mushrooms, some kind of grey glassy powder, and a blackish sludge in vials. He gives you some weapons, specifically a blade that he calls the Life Drinker blade, a blade that he calls the Blade of the Gorgon, and another one that he just calls the Amputator.
Oh, I want all of those blades.
I knew you would.
Oh, fuck.
He gives you a potion of invisibility, elven wine, a bunch of elven wine, dwarven whiskey, and a lot of a lot of rare orcish spices as well. 12 Erangel steel ingots, a bunch of.
You're just this could have been a miscellaneous list of things, but you're purposefully saying this to bait us into stealing something.
Yeah.
How? Yeah.
12 Erangel steel ingots.
We should have just been like, no.
A bunch
Hammer, close.
Let's put it.
Yeah, this close. We're not looking at what it is.
Close.
Yeah.
No, we
It's
don't
like,
know.
it's like
Don't know.
Bodger with the fish from the crag cats all over again.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm just going to take a
Oh,
little.
yeah,
I'll just
wait,
take a little bit.
Just a little.
I haven't got to the best part. He gives you a bunch of jewellery, and he gives you 10,000 gold pieces.
This, What?
We've got more than.
You-
Is that you eating 10,000? 3 little mouthfuls.
3,333 each.
Yeah, right. Nice.
And 1 left over for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
All right, so that's the stuff he gives you, and he
Oh my
says
God.
you need to plant this on them. You need to plant them in strategic enough places that it's believable. Don't just leave the gold on a kitchen counter
Is this
and
still just a
expect
chat
people
between,
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, no,
No, I'm in
actually,
this
at this
one.
point, while he's
Middle
giving
finger.
this stuff, he would have gotten all of you together because he needs
And
you
we're
all
all
to
doing it.
understand.
Just to clarify, it's fine if we take a little bit of that stuff for ourselves.
No, do not take a single gold. It's
Bob,
important.
can you just emphasize what the consequences
Bodger
of
and I
that
get
would
it.
be? So just
You screw up
here-
this. You screw up the whole sort of
Yeah.
the whole framing mission.
We're
is-
listening.
Like
Listening.
the
We
things
end
that
up with
we've
a bit of
chosen
gold.
are
Listen,
very
mate.
specific, so that the laws on the border security will be lifted again and people won't be as
Is
Bob, Bob.
this because specifically those items have been noticed coming through border
They've
security?
been noticed coming
And
through.
then,
We need them to know. They need them
Listen,
to find all of
listen
those
here,
things. If
listen
any of
here.
them are missing, they'll be like, "Well, we caught one of the families, but there's another family obviously smuggling somewhere, and it won't lift security on us."
Bob and I have a peculiar set of skills.
A peculiar
Not
set of
particular set.
What are they?
Just trust us.
I mean, he's right.
We've got this
You
covered,
certainly
mate.
do.
What does that
Yeah.
mean? What?
Plant them in. Stop
eating the gold! We need 3 more gold.
What are they,
Just chowing down on some like iron
Iron
ingots.
ingots.
What are those Pez dispensers? Yeah. A Pez dispenser like with
Filled with
gold.
Because people have them for the things, don't they? For like quarters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
an old train conductor.
Can you give us like a little buffer of gold? Like because he's gonna steal some, he's gonna pop
He's
some
gonna
back.
eat some.
He's gonna eat some. Like he's proven to you like how many have you eaten now? 9,
12.
12?
You're wanting a favour from me, right? So
Yeah,
what I'm doing here is I'm trusting you,
Well, keep your
my
blood
business.
relative in line, please. He's not.
trusting you with my business. See? So, as a cleric, I'm sure you have ways of
Yeah,
controlling
calm down.
your flock.
Calm down.
As a shepherd,
We
as a
elves have a
shepherd
way
of the
of-
light.
You don't know
Craig,
my
don't worry,
flock.
mate. I'll keep him in line, mate.
Okay. Yeah, I don't
Don't
believe.
worry. We have a special way of talking. I know he's saying all this stuff explicitly, but
I'm being very clear, very clear that you are not to touch anything
loud
that I'm
and
giving
clear,
you,
mate.
and you're not to touch anything at their place either.
There are no lines. Stop reading between them. There's no lines.
All right, so then the party ends. Everybody goes their separate ways. Back to
Manipulate.
The buildings.
No, what's
you
it?
have your things.
I
Are
got
you
nothing.
taking any of the drugs that he's giving you? And is Nab going to have to replace the ones? Because you can take them while you're at the party, and Nab will just have to.
Oh
roll a bit
yes,
more.
then definitely.
All right. I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Wait, what have you just agreed
What have
to
you
do?
done?
Just took some drugs.
He's
I
taking
mean,
some
You
of the drugs.
idiot.
No, just to clarify, these drugs
Yes.
are things that we're supposed to be planting.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because he's literally okay.
He's taking
so
them
there's
out of
no
the party,
point
so
following
Nab is
through.
going to have to be like, okay, I'll go get some more.
I'm still like
If you do
Oh,
that,
calm
his
down,
birthday.
Greg. 11.
11 plus your con mod, which I think
there's
is
no
0.
point following through the mission.
No, they're going to replace them.
Okay, it's gonna replace. So
11
he's
is
trying.
not
Okay.
enough. So you immediately start tripping. And if I
Great.
check my
Mission accomplished.
if I check my
It'll be the worst.
Thanks. But I was
So
gonna say
wait.
Ben,
What's
but
just happened? You're taking drugs, but they're gonna be replenished.
Yeah,
he's,
probably.
he's taken
I can only assume so.
Because Rob said so.
Okay.
all right, on the DC that you rolled, you suffer a bad trip.
Oh,
All right,
oh bad trip with Bob could go real
Yeah,
bad.
bad trip. You're just running around attacking things.
I'll kill you.
G'day, you beautiful bastards. Here's me face.
You tried to
Definitely
kill
not
us.
Yeah, but only for money.
Rick.
We need to go in there and we need to just be dodgy.
Yeah, no.
Easy.
Hey, thanks for watching that episode. If you liked it, there's all sorts of behind the scenes and bloopers and things on Patreon. It's a good way of supporting Viva the Dirt League by, putting your money where your mouth is and being like, we really like these people who are making free content for the internet. So here's a little bit of money to help them do that. Thanks.